My name is Angie Heron, and I'm from Compton, California. Grew up on Rose Street.
For the dime moves and the lokes, for the 6-4s on spokes, for the OGs that did a dime, came back around on parole, for the homegirls with the scrap game, little homies that gang bang, from Pelican Bay to YA, rearrange your mind frame. Yeah, I know what you've been through, shit you had to go tend to. Your mama gave birth on the turf. I
was the founder. I created Conan Pocket in my mother's garage.
I had a lot of, lifting weights, and I was on swole. They started calling me Big Miz.
Original Stutter Box, Eastside Fire, who's Pablo Bishop, Mid City Gangsta Bloods.
Kev Mac video, you know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul.
This is from the beginning.
So, I was born on 60th Street in Los Angeles, and about 3 years old, we moved to 10982 New Dillon, Watts, California. Well, at the age of 8, there was a Kool-Aid contest going on, and you sent in 2 empty packages of Kool-Aid. And the winners was 1 in 700,000 to win grand prize. Well, in November of 1964, I mailed the 2 packages. By August 1965, 3 white men walked to the door in Watts, presented me with a check for $5,000, and well, it equaled up to $75,000 worth of cash and merchandise and cars and toys. And my mother and them bought a house in Compton on Rose Street, which we were the 3rd black family on that street. I went to Whaley Junior High. I went to Mill Street Elementary School, then Whaley Junior High, then graduated from Dominguez in 1974.
What area is that? Oaks Park?
It was Oaks Park. They played baseball there. The kids, they were young. They played baseball. I played at Wilson Park. I was on the Dodgers, the Pirates, and then the Cougars, playing softball at Wilson Park. The boys played baseball at Oaks Park. And then it was a bunch of bougie ones that weren't really bad. That's gangsters now. That they were Oaks Park businessmen. Then later on in the years, it came up with Santana. Well, that was across Rosecrans. I lived between Tucker and Oaks. And then I knew Turtle. Turtle was good to me. I remember going to Turtle's house different times. And
how about Donald Norwood?
I knew Donald. I knew Duck. I met Tookie, been to my house twice. There was a guy named Woody, Snake. I knew Pee Wee Norwood, Gregory Norwood, Raider, Yogi, Boo Boo, Bullet, Ken and Kim Tate. I know the twins. I knew Baby Gangsters. Hub would come by, not to come in, but to tell me to tell somebody to come outside because he was off into positive stuff. So whatever that person that was in my house did that they knew about, Hub would be out there checking them, not cussing and all of that. They used to call my house, like I said, the Hobart. I would have about maybe 15 to 20 people. Old English was 62 cents a quart. Gas was 82 cents a gallon, and everybody can come to my house. I had every album there was. And they called me auntie or whatever. They can gamble, they can do all of that. And then I had, in 1981, one of my friends, a close friend, I think he was 19, I was 26, and we were smoking Sherman.
Well, let me interrupt you. We'll get to the 80s later.
Okay.
Let's stick to Donald Norwood. Did you know Killer Wayne?
I knew Killer Wayne. Killer Wayne lived across on Willow. Across, right.
So, back in your day, do you remember who started Oaks Park? Businessmen?
It was Raider, it was Yogi, it was Woody would hang there, this guy named Woody, a guy named Snake. You know, I wasn't often to that park except playing baseball or watching the little baseball games. They called them Oaks Park businessmen.
What was Bullet like? The twins, what were the twins like back then?
He had an old soul. Bullet had an old soul. And I remember Bullet, because I knew Robert Franklin good, you know, which that's his brother. And I remember Bullet was supposed to have wrote, they like, did you see what Bullet did? He wrote Do or Die on the, right there on Santa Fe, past, I think, Elm Street or something. He wrote Do or Die. And then other people started taking the credit as they started that same Do or Die. But I know, I'm 66 years old, I was there.
Do you remember what year he wrote that?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Did you see him walking pit bulls, low riding, pigeons, anything?
He had pit bulls.
Okay.
He had pit bulls. That's true.
Give us some historical aspects of Oaks Park.
Oaks Park was, they would smoke their weed and they would smoke their sherm, and naturally I would sit there in my 65 Chevy and I would smoke my sherm, and at 4 o'clock every day that yellow helicopter that was Vice would pull up, you know, car full of smoke or whatever, and I just don't understand. Then they start hanging at Wilson Park. You know, they start separating. You know, because there was a lot of, and I'm not bashing nobody, and you know, I'm telling the truth, whoever's watching it, they were a bunch of nerds. I mean, they were gangsters in their mind, but they wasn't out there putting in work. Okay, I'm not talking about the real gangsters from that hood, like Turtle and Killer Wayne and them, that side. You know, I'm talking about the ones that hung at Oaks Park. Them was good boys.
How about Joey?
Bartender.
Yeah.
I don't remember him hanging, but I knew Bartender because he was fine as hell. I mean, I'm just keeping that real.
You didn't see him hanging in Oaks Park?
I don't know. Is that where I know him from? Okay.
I mean, if you know
you got to understand, I'm 66, and I knew a lot of bands. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Had good hair.
How about the Nunn family?
Cynthia Nunn's, China. Sylvia Nunn. I knew them, but they were bloods. You know what I'm saying? And we just I didn't go past Luders Park. I mean, I would go to the cemetery to visit this one and to visit that one, but we didn't. They used to have a skating thing going on in Luders Park.
Do you remember anything about Midtown?
Where is that? Behind the Compton swap meet?
Where Killer Wayne them stayed at.
They stayed on
Rose and Willow and all that over that way though. Southward.
That way.
South.
Because I lived on this side on Rose, and they lived by the bike shop.
Right,
across.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
Other side of Rose.
The only time that I went there was when I played baseball.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, a couple of times I went and knocked on Baby Gangster's door, and his mother told me, do not knock on this door. You know, whatever. I'm like, you know, I was kind of like, I needed to sing. But other than that, no, Baby Gangster and the twins came to my house. Baby Gangster didn't come to my house. He would pass by in his lowrider. Every time I would even go that way on a mission, Baby Gangster had a car jacked up, you know, working on a car. Yeah.
So, what can you tell me about your relationship with Turtle?
Turtle was very good to me. I'm serious. I even went to New Beginnings. It was a hospital called Dominguez Valley Hospital. And I owed a couple of people. And so I played this crazy shit. When New Beginnings changed to New Horizons or something, which was the mental ward, I just wanted to stall time till my county check came. So I could pay them niggas. I'm keeping it real. But Turtle came up there. Well, he came up there with somebody and gave me $20 because I couldn't go out, you know, and I think I paged him at that time or whatever, and my niece brought the money up there. Yeah, He looked out for me. One thing about Turtle's house, when I would go there, it was this guy, and anybody that's on there that know what I'm talking about, this guy would play the guitar. I don't know what his name was, and whoever's watching this, know I'm telling the truth. When I'm waiting for Turtle to come to the house or whatever, and for whatever reason, this guy would play for 30 minutes, and this is what we had to listen to. He would play this whole song on the guitar. But Turtle was a good nigga. You know, I don't care what nobody said.
Did you know his brother and sister, Whiskey and Diane?
I knew Whiskey. I didn't know Diane. I knew Whiskey.
Okay.